Hi, it's Kai.
And Michael.
And this is The Q with Kai and Mike. And today we are going to talk about...
These are trees.
For all you who live in
they
flat
go way
states,
up.
These are giant trees. They go very high in the sky. It's kind of where you get the wood from that you build stuff with. Yeah. So
but no, really, we're going to talk about the exciting adventure of boondocking.
Oh, yay.
So
if you've ever owned an RV or had the RV life, even just kind of camping, right?
Basically same thing as camping.
It's like camping.
No hookups.
They call it, sometimes they call it dry camping. It's boondocking.
Boondocking.
So let's explain boondocking first. Go
No
ahead.
power, no sewer. Your water is limited to what's in your tank.
What your tanks can hold.
That's
so
right.
every RV or fifth wheel is different in that. Right?
Yep. So we've been in the unfortunate situation of boondocking for what, 2 months now?
Yeah. So you know how at Gilligan's Island they went on a 3-hour tour?
Mm-hmm.
So funny thing is, we left Texas at the end of July, and we were coming to California because our son was taking his wife and mother-in-law on a cruise, and they have 2 young kids, and we always get the first option to watch our grandkids, which I love.
Duty.
So my daughter-in-law is very good about if they're going to be gone for extended time. Our grandkids love to stay with us, and they're very picky. They don't stay with a lot of people, and so she always reaches out to me and asks first, like, can you watch the kids or come and help with the kids? And so we said for sure. So originally
Yes, please.
I said, just let me fly.
Yeah.
I said, just buy me a plane ticket, because like last year, my granddaughter had surgery. I came out for a week. I stayed with her for a week.
Flew out,
helped out with my grandson and my granddaughter.
No issues.
No problems. Flew back, done.
Yeah.
So they were going to only be gone for 3 days. It was a 3-day cruise, so I would literally be gone for 5 days.
Yeah.
And
so the reason we decided not to do that is we were also planning on doing this 2-week grandparent duty, and then heading north, going to see Oregon, maybe Washington, Colorado,
Vegas for the Nationals.
Yeah,
BMX
Nationals. We're gonna go check those out. Well, all that fell through.
So we had a little problem with the truck that we were in. Well, about a $20,000 problem. We don't need to go into details. And so it was about a $20,000 problem that was supposed to take 2 weeks to fix.
Yeah.
So 2 weeks to fix.
2 weeks turned into 4 weeks.
Where
4 weeks turned into going on 5 now.
Right. Luckily, where this occurred, we were close enough to my daughter-in-law's father's house, about 2 hours away.
Yeah.
And so we were able to get everything stored there. And since then, well, we were at my daughter-in-law's house for a little while. It's a very small kind of house, and there's a lot of people that live there. So we went back to the fifth wheel when it was available, and we've been boondocking for about 5 weeks. So,
and we're back sports fans. So topic, boondocking. No power. We did bring a generator.
Now, no power, and it's about 100, 105 sometimes.
Yeah,
in the
where we're at, it's high desert.
High desert.
It's been hundreds, very hot.
Consistently hundreds.
Yeah. So, and also being in California, you don't consider gas prices. So we're running a gas generator. It also runs off propane, but gas is more efficient on the generator.
Talking about $5 plus a gallon for gas right now.
Yeah.
So we only run it when we have to.
Yeah.
Like when it's urgent or
basically we get
dying.
I've got
heat stroke.
cans that'll hold 7 gallons, and that lasts us about a day and a half.
And that's
maybe 2
running it a couple hours a day.
That's not running it nonstop. That's charging up the laptops, because I work. So charging laptops when it's really, really hot and can't bear it. We do turn on one of the air conditioners, but it just sucks the gas. So you're using a lot more gas there. We are fortunate to be within 150 feet of a spigot. So we are filling up our tanks with the old hoses.
But you're doing the 2-minute shower, so you're doing the old like shower, like go. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle.
So on that, if you are planning on boondocking, make sure you get one of them shower heads that have like a water saving option, a misting option. We have a misting shower head.
I fucking hate
It's got a
the
regular
misting
one
option.
on it
It's
too.
ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Hey, but it conserves water.
It's ridiculous.
So,
It's like, why am I showering?
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, she's
it's
also
silly.
not filling up the tanks, so
I'm
that's
not.
a process. Where
Not
you
my
gotta
job.
Roll out the hose.
Everybody has a job. Everybody
Right.
has a role.
Yeah.
Not my role. Not my role. Okay,
Yeah.
that in the garbage.
Yeah,
not
you-
my fucking role.
You get to enjoy
Not my
the
role.
living and all the maintenance.
Oh, I
yeah.
get to enjoy the
I
living.
turn on the power.
We're living
I
so
fill up
good
the
right
water.
now.
I
So to amplify that, we do have solar on our and batteries, but when you
make sure your batteries are good.
our battery,
Ours-
we rented out our RV before
Yeah.
our fifth wheel twice in a row, and we had people that didn't take care of it, so we
Yeah.
had people that ruined our batteries. So our batteries don't hold the charge
Very
like they
long, no.
should.
Yeah, we got 2 batteries.
So we're talking a 2-week trip. So we packed for 2 weeks. We threw things in there for 2 weeks. We really didn't bring what we normally would bring because
Yeah.
we've lived in this thing. So we've had it packed down with tools and everything we need to live if we broke down, any
Right.
kind of scenario. We did not do that this time. Everything was just kind
Bare
of
minimum.
thrown, bare minimum.
Bare minimum.
So we don't have all the luxuries we normally do when we live in it. And yeah, so it's been a lot of fun. We have no refrigerator, so we're living on an ice chest.
Yeah. So
And right-
normally the refrigerators do run off 12 volts, but like we said, our batteries kind of got
Shit.
just overworked on our renters.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll hold a charge. They can run a while, but not enough to effectively run a 15 cubic foot refrigerator.
We have a big refrigerator.
So that's the difference, right? If you have one of those small camp refrigerators, you'd probably be all right. But we got a full-size residential refrigerator in there.
because we were living in it.
Yeah, and we do have USB sockets to charge our phones off 12 volt. Those work just fine. LED lights and all that. Those all work, but things like your microwave ain't gonna work unless you're on a generator. Ceiling fans, same thing. If your batteries are low, so early in the morning after the battery's been running all night, your lights are going to be dim, your water pump's going to go.
So we're fortunate enough to be on family property. We're on the far back of the property, so there is a small duplex on the property, but it's towards the front of the property. And my daughter's father-in-law, my compadre, is the nicest man on planet Earth. Just such a good soul. Always checks on us, make sure we're good and taken care of. But we have never boondocked for a consistent 5-6 weeks at a time.
2.5 months, yeah.
Yeah, so it's been 2.5 months out of an ice chest.
Yeah, so
with
that's
limited
yeah.
water because we can't fill it up all the time.
So we got a 30-gallon storage tank in the RV. So
Yeah, 30 gallon, and that's not a lot. You think it's a lot? It's not a lot.
maybe it's a 60-gallon. I don't know.
Could
It might be.
60.
I think it's more than 30. But anyways, you are limited on your water. We have to fill up our water. I mean, we're washing dishes. We're taking showers. We're
So we have gray tank, which is kind of the
separate,
dirty water.
separate than your toilets and stuff. That we're fortunate enough. We're in the high desert, so
We're able
gray
to dump
water.
gray
we're able
water.
to get rid of.
But you have septic. So
Yes.
black tanks are where
tank, yep.
number 2 goes. So
And number 1.
And number 1, wherever the toilet, right? And so we've had
2
a lot
toilets.
of, we have 2 toilets. So we have 2 full bathrooms. So we bought 43 feet of a fifth wheel because we lived in it and we were traveling. So it's literally an apartment on wheels.
Yeah.
And again, we rented it out before we left, and we were doing this whole, well, we'll take it for a test run and let's see what we have to repair, what we need to fix. Obviously we need to fix batteries.
Yeah.
The bathrooms, we knew they messed up as well.
Yeah.
And we had fixed one toilet and we're kind of on the other one. But we've had a lot of fun with the bathrooms.
Oh man, yeah.
So you only get so much black tank as well. And when you're on property that has no septic, meaning we can't hook up and open the septic and flush it. Once it's full, you're now sitting on an outhouse is what you're sitting on.
Yeah, so we have, with our 2 bathrooms, I think both black tanks are 30 gallons each. So we got 60 gallons of black, and I think we have, 60 gallons of gray, something like
I
that.
think we have 30 of gray.
Yeah, because I think it's
A
90,
total of
90 gallons total of storage. But yeah, so think about a month of using the restrooms and all that and not being able to get rid of it. So we got to a point where, hey, we had to buy an auxiliary tank so we could empty at least one of the bathrooms.
At $200.
Yeah, so that's $200 for a 36-gallon, Rhino. Real nice. I mean, it's got a little adapter.
Real nice.
You can hook it on the back of the truck. Go dump
Hot
it and everything. But let me tell
Real
you what.
classy.
So here's one thing that I didn't factor.
Top-notch shit right here.
So we had the 36-gallon auxiliary tank, right? I'm out there. I'm like, cool. I'm going to go empty the tank, hook up my hoses.
Not my job.
Okay, so on the top of the tank is where you fill it, the auxiliary tank. And then you have the RV out with a valve. Hooked up with my hoses. There's got to be a 90 on top of the auxiliary tank. So with the 90 and with the size of the tank, here is our RV outlet. Here is the auxiliary tank. So as you know, shit doesn't roll uphill. So I opened the valve, fills up the little 3-foot hose and everything, and I'm like, oh crap, okay.
Oh crap is right.
The hose is full of milkshake, I'm gonna call it milkshake.
Now keep in mind, the people that rented our RV didn't take care of it and they left the valves open, which you cannot do because it pyramids your shit and doesn't leave liquid in there.
If you think about the solids, right? The solids go in, the water goes in, the water helps move around the solids so it doesn't create one of these, right? They left the valve open, so all the solids are now like this.
So this isn't just our problem.
This is other people's duty as well. So anyways, filling up the tank, getting to the point where it's full, shut the valve on the RV, we're good. But now I have this big P-trap. If anyone knows what a P-trap is, it's a low spot, little U that the hose made, right? So that's full of doo-doo. Well, not really doo-doo, but milkshake. It's disgusting.
Can you say doo-doo on YouTube?
It's milkshake. I'm gonna call it milkshake from now on. So I'm lifting the hose to get the milkshake into the tank, dropping it, letting it fill again, lifting it up. Well, on one of these lifts, that 90 swiveled. And now everything in the hose, everything that's in the back of the valve is just going. So as Joe Dirt said, I got the poo on me.
He got the poo on him.
Yeah, it was on my foot, it was on my arms, on my hands, it's on the ground, so I had to hose that off. So things that you don't consider.
Things you don't consider. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had a little clock.
And you're on limited water, so.
Yeah, you're on limited water. So what do?
Hopped in the shower there.
Yeah, you're on limited water.
I had to get it off. Another tank fill.
We bought an ice chest because obviously we're not on the refrigerator, and we're talking $10 a bag in $10 a bag in California
for a big bag of ice.
A big bag. It's a little 10-pounder bag of ice.
Freaking frozen water, dang.
$10 a bag, and we go through that every other day.
Every other day.
We're buying
at least
ice.
one bag. Yeah.
So we've learned that we're not grocery shopping really. We just
buy for that day.
Yeah,
maybe 2 days at most.
And use it as fast as we can, and we eat out a lot right now, so there's that. Yeah, it's not fun. I mean, it's fun for like 5 minutes because it's glamping still, I guess, and we could be a lot.
It could be a lot worse.
Could be a lot worse.
We could not have the option of water. We also could not have the option of having our generator. So I bought a big generator. So
I would like it known and said that when we left the house, because we were leaving for 2 weeks, and I told him, please pack your tools, because the whole front was tools, right? He said, no, we don't need the tools. I said, please at least bring the generator. And he was like, and I said, please bring the generator. And please bring the air compressor. 2 things I said, we're not leaving without the air compressor and the generator. 2 things we've used consistently, the air compressor and the generator.
So let's get back.
And I said, let me fly.
So before we get too far away from the whole black tank situation, well, there were some clogging issues.
Somebody's eats a lot of fiber.
Too much paper. You know, when you pee and have to use paper, all that adds up, right? Yeah. So make sure you use septic safe paper. No wipies, none of that, right? Cheap stuff. Degrades quick. Anyways, we had a backup, right? I mean, we're full, and I'm like, no way. So that's what initiated the whole empty the tank, get the poo on me. Okay, so now I gotta empty. You know, you're not supposed to use a plunger on an RV because there's rubber seals for the toilet and all that, so that could blow out your seal. Well, I was desperate, so boom, 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 plunge, not working. Okay, I wasn't really going at it, but didn't want to mess up the seals, none of that. All right, so went to the old Wally's World, bought me a drain snake. Same thing, it was hitting, but it wouldn't clear. And I'm sitting there getting mad and using all kinds of sorts of language and all that. And so we're sitting there thinking, like, what the heck are we gonna do? You know, normally you would take a garden hose.
He wasn't that calm. It wasn't, what the heck are
Hey,
we
I
gonna
said I used-
Golly gee.
Yeah.
Golly gee
Hey.
willikers.
Gosh darn it.
What is Mike gonna do with all this poo?
So normally you
Well,
shove a
hot
hose down
dog,
there, right?
this
And leave the
sucks.
valve open
No,
and you
it wasn't like that.
flush it out, right? But
There's
we
a
don't
lot of
have
cussing.
that option. Because if we shove a hose down there, turn on the water, we're gonna
Yeah, where's it gonna go?
we're gonna be really screwed, right? 'Cause
There's
we
no
just filled
septic.
up our auxiliary tank.
Yeah.
So I'm out there using choice words, kicking the desert sand outside and everything, and I see the air compressor, and I'm like, So I pull the fitting off, boom, boom, pump up the air compressor. Instead of using water, we used air. It worked.
Again, air compressor.
Hey, it worked, but be prepared.
So when your wife says, bring your tools, because we have 2 snakes at home.
Yeah, we did.
That used to be in the RV
Used
as
to be.
well.
Used to could.
Used to could.
Yeah.
Okay. When your wife says, bring your stuff, and you say,
Yep.
oh, it's only for 2 weeks or only
Right.
for a weekend, you might want to rethink these things, because the
Yeah.
2 things we did bring that I insisted we're not going without the generator
Yeah.
and we're not going without the air compressor are 2 things we've consistently used, and we pushed air to unclog poo.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we would literally be sleeping on a toilet.
And so think about that though, right? So picture a 2-liter bottle that is
you don't want to picture it.
3/4 full of liquid,
And
right?
if we had smell-o-vision,
Shove an air hose in there, right? And then turn it on.
let's just
Bloop,
say
bloop, bloop, bloop,
all
bloop.
our towels that we brought,
Not all.
we have 1.
Yeah, we did get rid of 4 because we had 2 situations. So we got rid of 4 towels. So the reason the towels come into play though is at first, right, I got a regulator, so it's off. I'm barely turning it on, and I see it rising, and then it bubbles and goes bleh, all over the bathroom.
Not my
right?
job.
Milkshake. Bleh.
Not my job.
Gross.
Not my job.
So threw a towel over the toilet, boom, that way I can get a little more pressure in there. Well, blub, 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 and it's, the air is bringing up this baked cookies aroma, maybe fresh pie, you know, filling the RV with this wonderful, sensational aroma. And then
So
finally,
if you've ever gone to a festival and hit the outhouse at the last day of day 3 and really had to
115
go,
degrees in the
yeah,
outhouse,
then you
last
know what
day.
we're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay?
yeah, and then get a little
Uh-huh.
circulation going.
Yeah.
But so air hose, that worked, right? We got that done, taken care of. We're all good to go there. Waiting to get our truck back still so that we can
So
fill that tank full of water,
we found
take it on a drive, and
the most
squish and get rid of that
reputable
pyramid.
person that we could find. He
Yeah.
teaches about diesels. We have one of the hardest diesels.
I got a Ford 6.4, so yes, I know, everyone zip it. 3 years only made, so it's hard to find motor, yada yada. A lot of people won't even touch them. Just so happens where we broke down, where we're staying, there is a shop that specializes in the power stroke motors. He goes around to colleges, teaches diesel mechanics and emission systems,
highly,
stuff like
highly
that.
recommend. Good mechanic.
And that's another aspect, right? So Texas, you don't got the smog, so my truck's deleted. Another kind of bone in there thrown, right? California, they're all about their emissions, so a lot of shops won't touch a deleted truck. They won't warranty a deleted truck. So when we were talking about repairs, you know, we had two options, three options really: new truck or new motor, right? And then it's rebuild or replace. Well, you replace, you're getting a nationwide warranty. Unless it's deleted, then they won't touch your truck. So thank you, Ford. So we went with the second option of rebuilding, because this guy, he's got his machine shop at the colleges and all that. He teaches all this. So after conversations with him, I felt comfortable with it. And we're also fixing a lot of the 6.4 problems. So getting new pistons, we're getting new head studs.
We're getting a new truck.
We're getting a water methanol injection system on it to keep that thing cool, so we don't have to worry about this in the future. We're getting all new injectors, lots of fun stuff. So it's going to be
yeah, tons of fun when you're not planning on it.
Yeah.
Hot dog.
One thing I would like to point out about the black tank situation is
we're back on the black tank. I thought we were done with
shit. No, we're not. But wait, there's more. So when we broke down, we were on the side of the highway, right? We pulled off. We ended up getting our truck towed and the fifth wheel towed. Not cheap. But the big wrecker that towed our fifth wheel had it hooked up and everything. Where we were, there was a little valley right before you got on the highway. When we pulled out, it broke off the rear bathroom's outlet. Not the valve. Luckily, the valve was still on there, but it broke the bracket. So this pipe, 3-inch ABS pipe, is sitting there scraping on the ground. And he's like, "Oh, it looks like there's smoke. Oh, better pull over." Nope, it's just water coming out of the black tank because the whole valve broke off of the gray tank, broke off of the black tank, but the valve that closes everything was still there. Luckily, if we had gone 20 more minutes, that valve would have been eaten through by the highway.
Anyway,
we really would have been
back
messed
to
up.
6.4. The guy said, no problem, 2 weeks.
2 weeks. So 2 weeks come around.
We could do 2 weeks. We could do 2 weeks boondocking. We're cool. First 2 weeks we were at the kids' house anyway with, 10 other people?
Yeah.
So a little house with 10 people,
no problem,
4 kids,
right?
So a lot of.
So we're buying 2 bags of ice. We're running the generator. We're living the life, right? And 2 weeks roll around. Oh, well, it still hasn't even gone to the machine shop. So 3 weeks roll. Okay. It's at the machine shop. Okay. 4th week rolls. Well, we got it back, but
we didn't like it.
We didn't like it. We weren't happy with the machining.
Which we appreciate the due diligence on
100%.
making sure it's good, because we got to drive 1,000 billion miles backwards.
100%.
Pulling
so
the fifth
back
wheel.
to the machine shop. Just got back this week.
What's your timeline? End of next week?
Yeah, so 2 weeks. We're 2 weeks from everything.
2 weeks from everything. It's literally like being in the Twilight Zone. Every time we've asked, 2 weeks.
I like that movie, Oh
2
Brother,
weeks.
Where Art Thou, where he's trying to get the pomade.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, well, ain't this the situation? We're 2 weeks from everything. Yep, that's
2
us
weeks.
right now. 2 weeks from everything.
So boondocking has definitely been an experience. We're in the high desert. If there's wind, we're good at 100 degrees. You're not super comfortable, but you're not boiling hot. So think of an RV as an easy bake oven. Can you not spit while we're doing this? Let's just.
Dip. I got rid of it.
Now I'm grossed out. Like.
You
Anyway.
ain't never been grossed out when I'm dipping, so. Mm-hmm. Come on. Back on track.
Say if it's windy, it's not that bad. If it's not windy, you're literally sitting in an easy bake oven, and it's hot as hell.
Yeah.
So about 30-40 minutes up, there's a mountain. Okay, and
20 minutes.
Yeah, you're starting to get into Crestline, Arrowhead, Big Bear. That's why the big trees are behind us. We're up in the state park here, where snow comes. Right, it's beautiful, but you're still in high desert.
Yeah.
And
Reminds
where
me a lot of
we're
Oregon.
at.
So if you've been in high desert or Oregon, it's Ponderosa Pines, right?
Yeah, that's a ponderosa pine.
You know,
For
it's
you non-tree
desert-ish, but there's also greenery. There's lots of trees. So it
but
reminds
where
me a
we're
lot of
at,
Oregon.
there's sand.
Yeah.
and dirt. And so
That's lower, yeah.
when it blows,
Desert.
you're talking, all the windows have to be open so you don't die of heat stroke. So everything is covered in this fine sand. We have 2 dogs with us, so 2 of our dogs are with us, and you got dog hair, and you're on limited water, so it's not like we clean, but it's not like you can scrub things down or.
Ain't no point.
Yeah, you're just gonna, the wind.
We don't ever close the windows. It's so hot.
So it's like camping for 2 months straight, and just kind of trying to get through the camping process for 2 months, and not kill each other or kill the dogs or you know, freak out too much. It's been an experience. I've freaked out at least twice.
I freaked out too because it's 2 weeks. Now it's 4 weeks. Now we're going on 6 weeks. And
we just a couple days ago.
Can't see an end. Yeah, a couple days ago I was losing my, what.
We're lucky he's able to work. We still have that capability. We're lucky we're on family land, so we still have family there, and they're very hospitable. I'm lucky we still have access to a washer and dryer inside the main house, which we're able to use. So we have that going for us. So that it could be 1,000 times worse.
Could be way worse.
But if you're traveling across country in an RV, definitely make sure you have the things that you need. Be aware that you are literally on the top of a floating toilet. And so make sure you have the right toilet paper, you have the right things that you need. And when your wife says, make sure you bring these things with you, bring those things, because although we have the generator and the compressor, we don't have all the tools that we used to have in the RV to fix things, because we used to live in it, right? Now we don't. And so
I've got basic tools, screwdrivers, pliers.
Basic bitch.
Real basic tools. But also, so we've been painting the picture really negatively. Let me also point out the fact that, yes, we are boondocking in the high desert, but with that generator running, it was 100 degrees. We had the air conditioner on in our room. We were laying luxuriously in our bed.
Luxuriously.
You know what I mean? we were comfortable, okay? We had the air conditioner going.
Luxurious.
We had our dogs. We were watching TV because we got our Starlink satellite.
Like I said, it could be
Call
worse.
Me Eon,
but
I'll promote more.
If you're not a camping person, you're not a traveling person, you're not I don't like shit going wrong, literally shit going wrong person, this is not the life for you. Go ahead and book that hotel and that plane flight and just get there and stay in a luxury hotel, because stuff happens when you travel. You really have to be prepared 100%. For that, and we're so lucky because I am a professional artist, meaning I don't have a job. I just do art all day. So and guess what's all in the RV? All my fucking art stuff, right? Because it's my little art studio, so all that shit was in there. So I'm busy. He's able to work from home, so he doesn't have to clock in and out. And if he did, we would have had to fly home and leave all our shit here and fly back for it. So we're lucky in that sense as well. So although it's like a crazy picture, it has been a wild ride the last 5 or 6 weeks.
Character building.
Which it is character building, which we are glad, because we came from the queue, which we have not had a great time at the queue either, and it has been a roller coaster there, and we still get phone calls, which makes it even still a roller coaster. So we can't wait to get back. Yay. But it is an experience when you travel. So make sure you're prepared for the worst case scenario.
Make sure your tires are good. Make sure your hitches are good.
And make sure when your wife says, hey, I'll just fly for 3 days, don't worry about it. I got this.
Suck it up. Send her out. Take a vacation from the wife.
Say, here you go.
Go have fun.
Take care of it.
No problem.
Because
don't plan any trips around that, so like going to Oregon, going to all these other states.
We had a full booking.
Don't do that.
Boom, 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 boom. We're supposed to visit people. We were supposed to be at certain places on certain dates. We have canceled more stuff in the last 5 weeks than I care to admit.
That we've had to
good opportunities we've had to pass up. Good opportunities that we've had to say, oh, sorry, we're stuck. And when you're stuck, you're stuck. So with that being said, we also are able to use our son's truck. So we do have some transportation to be able to get to the state park. It's not a really
this has been a lifesaver.
Great truck, but
so state parks are highly underrated in my opinion.
Mhm.
But if you're ever in a bad situation and need to ground yourself, find a state park.
We've
Go for a
swam in
hike.
the lake.
There's a
We've
lake.
hiked all these trails.
I mean, it's-
Pacific Crest Trail, my dream trail.
Yeah.
I got to do a little bit of her, but like, yeah.
Quite a bit.
Got
Probably
to hike.
about 20, 25 miles of the Pacific Crest Trail.
Yeah.
You know,
So
in the
that's
area.
bucket list.
Yeah.
But anyway, when you travel, make sure you're prepared. And make sure you are prepared for absolutely everything. Or just listen to your wife in the first place and,
Right.
you know, fly her out and enjoy your 3 days off.
And if you're a coffee drinker, make sure you got backup instant coffee. Because with no power, you ain't got a coffee pot. Or I guess you could get one of them little, I was thinking defibrillator, but no, that's not. Yeah.
What the hell? Let's not.
The fucking French
Let's
press
not.
thing.
Yeah.
But there's another one.
Okay. I know what you're talking about.
Where it bubbles
the
up.
Cuban one?
No,
like Jess has,
like camping,
or so?
right? Like camping.
Like camping.
It
So
bubbles
we're
up,
like
Starts
camping,
with a D.
but we're glamping.
You know what I'm
and this
talking
is
about.
Mike and Kai on the queue, and we are talking about glamping and boondocking. And we hope that wherever you're at around the world, you're having a blessed, beautiful, and bright day.
Go experience a state park.
And go experience a state park because they're absolutely amazing.
They are.
Have a great, blessed, and beautiful evening from us to you.
Trees.
Ponderosa Pine.